Hello. So today I'm going to be taking the political compass test. So this is the one that has the four quadrants. It is the most memed version. Um, Now there are some people that say that it's created by a group that wants you to believe that you're more libertarian than you are. Um, I don't exactly know who runs it, but I will say that I'll be discussing all of my answers, um, because I feel like that's important. So it could take quite a while to go through this. So we're gonna take the test right now. Okay. Unfortunately, this question doesn't serve any exact questions or propositions. The question of the logic of individual one to irritate you is to miss the point. Okay. Some positions are extreme and some positions are moderate. That's how we can show you whether you lean towards extremism or moderation on the compass. Your responses should not be overthought. Well, we can throw that out. Some of them are intentionally vague. Purpose is to trigger reactions in the mind. Measuring feelings. You can't measure my feelings with something like this. You're measuring my thoughts. Page 1 of 6. Okay. If economic globalization is inevitable, which I feel it is, measure of humanity rather than strongly agrees at the bottom. Okay. Um. No. Yeah, that's definitely a true statement. That is disgusting. This is a disgusting statement. No one should ever put agree as that. Um. First of all, what even is our? Um. Is worded in a very fascist sounding way. That's disgusting. Enemy is my friend. I guess so. No. International law is international law. Okay. Right. Right. That's the thing, right? Is that the UN is the ultimate supreme authority of the world. Period. And so if the UN says that something shouldn't happen, it shouldn't happen. I don't care if your name is the United States. I don't care if your name is North Korea. The UN is the top dog. I would say that that's become the case. No, okay, let's go to the next page. Economy. Ultimately, divided more on class than national. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty. If there was something in between agree and strongly agree, that's where I'd put my answer, but there isn't. Um, we're gonna go strongly agree. We're gonna round up. Controlling inflation is more. No, 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 no. You've got your priorities backward if you're trying to do that. Absolutely. Each according to his. I don't like his. Each according to his need. Again, why couldn't they put like the brackets and put there? A little. That's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Um. It's. Hmm. Agree. It's better than the alternative by a little bit, I guess. No, that is That is it. Once again, that is a disgusting proposition. A free market is probably one of the worst things that you can do to a society. Because anarchy is worse than dictatorship. Because in anarchy, everyone's a dictator. Absolutely. Consumerism has definitely gone way too far. Mm, not quite. Like land. No. Land should be privately owned. Some land, not all land, because if all land was privately owned, we'd have no natural resources in that. I want to put a very neutral answer, but I can't. So I'll put disagree. Hmm. It is regrettable. I'm gonna even change this. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made. Period. Protection is sometimes necessary in trade. The thing is, it says sometimes. Are there like exceptions to see sometimes means more than never, right? And I believe that more than never is an accurate description. So I'm going to very slightly lean into agree. But I want to say disagree because, like, very seldom is protectionism the right answer, I feel like. Because your country is not that important. No. That's one of the really big corrupting things. It's the rich are too high taxed. They're not taxed enough. Kidding me? Especially not here. I don't know. Is this talking globally or is this talking in the U.S.? I don't think it matters. Yes, with the stipulation that there should be a minimum requirement that everyone should be required to meet. I mean, maybe not if you're like a felon. Maybe then you don't get healthcare because you're a felon. That's probably going to come up in a later question. Yes, the truth is very important. I expect the truth from a government. I expect not necessarily the truth from a business. A genuinely free market would allow monopolies. And that's one of the reasons why it's a terrible idea. Just say no. That's just like, that's a definition question. No comment. Yeah, they're leaving out the rest of that, which is will leave the whole world blind. So just that by itself is not true. No, because learning is so valuable. The society needs to learn things. Where's the option for complete overhaul of the school system? I think that I mean obviously this doesn't apply to the COVID era. Um, I don't even know what this is trying to say. People have their rights. Okay, that part is true. But it's better for all of us that different sorts of. This question makes no sense. I don't even know what it's asking. And because of that, I'm going to say strongly disagree because it's literally unthinkable for me that would even be a suggestion if it's what I think it is, which I think it's talking about segregation, which is just absolutely disgusting. No. Natural for yes, it's natural for children to. I feel like this is just a psychology question. That's not. Um, but it's also natural for parents to want to find out what those secrets are. Hmm. Shall be a criminal offense. Okay. So what I think about the justice system is that the law, whatever the law is, should be enforced incredibly strictly, incredibly harshly. And if that doesn't seem to sit well, then whatever you're punishing shouldn't be illegal. So I'm going to say disagree. Um, I think that the law is very important, and so enforcing it is very important. But of course, what exactly is illegal is is of great concern. Okay. Find jobs. That's what it's become. That's really not. That's really the obsolete system, I would say. No, that's once again, it's completely disgusting statements on this. Mm. Most important thing, really? I mean, it's an important thing. Most important thing, I don't know. I'm gonna say agree. Yeah, that is just a fact. So we're able to. Okay, this is a really complex question. Those are able to work and refuse the opportunity to not accept society support. Um, I'm really trying to. So I'm thinking like if you're just like, hmm, um, I'm still thinking. I might change my answer to this one. I think that you deserve a little. I think everyone deserves like the basic necessities to literally survive. But beyond that, I think that you should at least like man up, woman up, person up, and try to do something useful. But I think that's extremely hard for the government to decide. So I don't know how to answer that question. It's a very difficult question to answer. No, no. You need to work with things and get them out of you. Yeah, you can be your own person. First of all, I don't even know what they're trying to mean by fully integrated. Every person is different. No, I'm pretty sure that the opposite is true. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for none of us. That's not true. There should absolutely be like a public official media source, like BBC. Like, isn't that like owned by the government? Um, Something like that is definitely like very good. And by that I do mean like um officially government owned. Like I don't mean like publicly owned, because then that's just like a mob rule broadcast station. And several movies are being excessively curbed. This thing was made in 2001 and it shows. I wish there was a neutral answer. I'm gonna go with disagree because it says excessively. I don't think it's excessive. So there's a one party state and then there's like a House of Lords type of deal. House of Lords type of deal is like that's cool, you know. Like I feel like it's a necessary check and balance. Like the people that make up a democracy need to have a check and balance on them, right? It needs to be part of the system. Um, so I think that a zero party state is better than a one party state, but a one party state could potentially solve some of the issues that a two party state has. Like, we have our two party system, and all they do is fight with each other and, like, basically work so hard just to get that next term. It's it's bad. It's like you can grind to a halt trying to get reelected. Um, yeah, I don't need a comment. Right? Yeah. Let's go back to like um if you're just a terrible terrible person. Um, let's go back to like that. What happened to public executions? I don't know. That is literally just a fact. It's a civilized society. If we want to be an uncivilized society, then we don't need like structure. But if we want to be a civilized society, we absolutely need structure. Um, Otherwise, we're gonna end up like the United States of America. Um, no, it it depends. Some I don't like the some here. Waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals. No, I don't feel like it is. To try. No, it's okay. It says to try, so it's always worth trying. No, that's no, that's discrimination. That's terrible. It's disgusting. any type of discrimination is something that's terrible, disgusting, and should be abolished immediately if it still exists anywhere. And that is sexist. The plant thing. I feel like that's a thing, yeah. Um, it is just to disobey an unjust law. I will say that. Um, it's like it's it's good to obey like a rational authority, but it's not good to obey a megalomaniac. So in general, yes, unless your government is like completely off its rocker and just does not care about the environment, does not care about corporations, then that turns into a bit of a problem. So basically, it's right to revolt against the government that's trying not to govern. No comment. Oh, there's only a few on this page. You cannot be. It's a double negative. And to process this, cannot be moral without being religious. It would imply that you need to be religious in order to be moral, which is not true. Just the question doesn't make sense because Social Security is a charity. It's just the government run charity that is official and mandatory. Oh, look, the government's making you be a good person. But I think they're talking about like religiously affiliated charities because it's on the religious page. So, no, never. I'm gonna go with no on that. Although some people are born naturally rich, which is unfair. No. It is important. But one day, when I have a family, that child school instills respect for diversity. Respect. It is important that my future child's school instills respect for religious diversity. Well, the institution of marriage is usually arbitrary, so that's fine. Relationship should not be. Yep. No, that's a little toxic. I'm gonna say no on that. Just because yeah, that's a toxic. We can get rid of that. Yeah. The science is not solid. My general rule of thumb is that if every major world religion and science can back something, then I'm going to assume that it's true. This does not fall into that. However, I'm going to say disagree because it seems to be the consensus that this statement is like scientifically not true. I believe. I'm not sure. Okay, how are they using this word? If they're using it how I think they're using it, if they're using it as a verb, then I'm going to change my answer. But if they're using it as a noun, or not as an adjective, then I'm keeping my answer. Yeah, if they're using it as similar to the word gender, then I'm keeping my answer. Just to play it safe, I'm changing my answer from strongly disagree to disagree because I don't know. Oh no, we're done. Now we see what you said. Where will I be? Let me guess off left. I'm right. Oh no, that's just a random. We need to scroll down. That's not. This is an explanation. Oh, we can see my. Oh, that's interesting. That they'd put me there. Like Bernie Sanders land. Okay. That's weird that I'm like that much libertarian. Because that does not seem right. What does it take to get into off left? How do I test into that? I need to know. Clearly, that like it's the color of the dot. Okay. Here's my take on this. This purple is the most dangerous thing that a government can ever do. Like it's so bad that I don't think it's like been done. You know, it's like let's think about these extremes, right? I don't even know what this extreme looks like. This extreme looks like Hitler. This extreme looks like Stalin. This extreme looks like has never been done. I don't think so. Maybe in like 50,000 years ago, before there were any rules at all, before the first rule was invented. You know, could be over here. See, here's the thing, like in these corners, people have tried it and failed. You know, in the extremes up here. Down here, these corners, people know they're so bad that no one in their right mind, well, maybe in their right mind, you know, for this corner, but no one in their right mind actually like stages a coup and makes either of these as the result. You know, you just don't do that. So that said, this definitely. Okay, so then they're talking about there. I'm very close to Gandhi, apparently. That's cool. Gandhi was like in the same like little region. That's cool. I'll take that. That's a compliment. They put Hitler here. I would have put him all the way right. Hmm. I don't know if this is the most accurate thing ever, but I took it. Um, so now you know what they think of me. And yeah, that's that. Sleep well.